How's it going, everyone? My name is Michael SK, and welcome back to 9 Episode 2. And we're kind of where we were in the last video, to be honest. Sora is going off to school. Kakeru is still recovering, so he can't really go anywhere without attracting ridiculous amount of attention towards his hand and leg being literal stone. So he just has to continue to recuperate, continue to wait for the petrification to go away. And he's talked a little bit with Sophie. He's talked actually a bit with Miss Naruse and Kosuke-senpai in the previous episode, or the previous video, which was an interesting combination. Very interesting duo that came on by, but if anything, believe it or not, I'm actually a little excited to see what an episode focused on Kosuke is going to be about, because at first I was like, oh no, this is gonna suck, but maybe it won't be all that bad. Maybe it'll actually be really, really good. But we have this episode to finish first.
いってらっしゃい。気をつけろよ。
Just like yesterday, I see Sora off. She was back to her usual self this morning, but I still found myself asking her again if there really wasn't anything wrong. Oh yeah, Sora did come back. She was acting a little bit weird, and then she kind of just brushed it off as nothing, but no, something's definitely up. Needless to say, she just brushed me off. I know she's worked up over something, but I'm still hesitant to push her on it. We're in such a complicated mess here that I can't afford to act rashly. But is it really being rash if all I'm doing is worrying about Sora? Would that really be putting things at risk? It's clear now why Sophie has been so selective with what information she tells us. The burden of knowledge can be a terrible thing. We end up paralyzed by our thoughts. We become too cautious, hesitating when we should be taking action. Man, what am I gonna do? I head back to the living room and sit down on my bed. For now, I should just focus on what I need to do. For whatever reason, my petrification has been healing more rapidly recently, and now my wrist and ankle are free. Meaning I can finally take what's left of these pants off. The only spot remaining is my petrified shoe. Maybe the petrification healed faster because I slept all day yesterday? I'm not sure. But if I'm lucky, I'll be fully healed by tomorrow. I'll probably only need to call Mom once or twice more. I should be able to convince her not to come. I pick up my phone and call home.
もしもし、新見です。
ああ、母さん。かけるです。
ちょっとなんで名前言うのよ。人のネタ潰さないでよね。
What's your gag?
母さんのネタしつこいんだよ。悪いけど、今日も学校に電話しといてくれるかな。
あんたまだ具合悪いの？
多分今日で治ると思う。
早く治しなさいよ。というか、そう。あなた言いなさいよ。
何を？
なんで彼女できたこと黙ってたの？
Oh boy.
は？
昨日来たわよ。うちにお見舞いにって。
うちって、そっちに？てか、
だから彼女よ。
いやいや、いないし、彼女なんて。
なんでそんな嘘つくの？
いや、本当にいねえし。
でも来たのよ。
名前は？
名前なんだったかしらね。
誰だよ。なんか怖いな。
There's no way it was Kyujo. She has no reason to visit my parents' house, and she doesn't even know where it is. And the same reasoning rules out Kosuke-senpai and Yuki. Ghost? No, if she was back, Sophie would have told me. I can't think of anyone else it might be. Anyone who would come to my parents' house and call herself my girlfriend has to be a stalker. Gives me the creeps.
名前は思い出せないんだけど、あ、ほら、髪の毛こうね、こうしてるの。
No, I don't see.
いや、見えないし、こうじゃわかんないし。
なんだか印象の薄い子だったわね。思い出せないわ。結んでたのよ、後ろ。横で？
Who do we know that has their hair tied up on the side?
結んでる？
そう、多分。
何時頃？
何時かは忘れたけど、暗くなる前？
暗くなる前って。
No. No, 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 don't tell me. Ask her about Sora. Ask her about Sora. Oh, well then.
空もいたでしょ。
ん
There it is. There it is. There it is. I knew it. I knew it.
空だよ。
ああ、そう。ソラちゃんよ、名前。
は？
あんたの彼女、ソラちゃんよ。そうだったはず、多分。
いや、何言ってんの？その冗談は無理があるでしょ。
そっちこそ何言ってんのよ。可愛い彼女ね。印象薄いけど、いつから付き合ってるの？
本気で言ってる？
あら、本当に彼女じゃないの？ストーカー？
彼女でもストーカーでもない。
じゃあ何よ。
妹だよ。
ああ、そう。お兄ちゃんって言ってた。あなた彼女になんて呼ばせてるの？変な趣味ね。
いや、いいよ。学校に連絡お願いね。
はいはい。彼女のことちゃんと聞かせなさいよ。
いつかね。
This fucking game. This fucking game is really gonna pull that move. Are you serious? I've got a dumbass smile on my face, but on the inside, that kind of hurt. I hate that. I hate that shit. When I've seen that in like other like movies, shows, anime, manga, probably here in visual novels too somewhere, but Sora's disappearing from people's memories. I hang up and throw my phone onto the bed. They don't know who she is. She quite literally does not exist to them. What the fuck?
ソフィー。ソフィー!
I call out to her. Though it only takes her a few seconds to appear, it feels like ages. By the time she arrives, I'm at my wit's end.
なーに？切羽詰まった顔ね。
非常事態だ。
簡潔に話して。
母さんが空のことを忘れてる。
確かなの？
演技とは思えなかった。
Like, yeah, she kind of pulls some shit from like 2 episodes of us hearing things, but no, that did seem pretty genuine.
そう。確かに非常事態ね。
存在が消えると記憶も消えるだったよな。
ええ。
ゴーストじゃなく空にもその現象が起こっている。
Sophie doesn't respond, but I already know the answer. There's only one thing this could mean.
空の力が暴走してるってことだよな。
目に見える力じゃないから気づくのが遅れたわね。対抗力の弱い人間をそばに置いておくべきだった。もっとも気づいてもすぐには対処できないけれど。
Oh, now I'm thinking of an anime that really sticks out, that has a very similar vibe to this, and that's what is it? What is it called? Damn it, I don't know the name of it, so I'm not gonna say shit. Oh, Rascal. Doesn't Dream of Bunny Girl. Yeah, it's that one. I remember watching that as it came out. The first few episodes were out, thankfully, because those first 3 episodes were basically this. I'm not gonna say anything, but it hurt really, really bad. It really did, and that's with characters that you barely get to like know. Here we've known these characters for enough time to where it does have a little bit of an impact.
霊薬ってやつすぐに用意できないのか。
God damn it.
無理よ。あと数日はかかる。
ストックとかないのかよ。前に使ったやつ。
前って1000年近く前のことよ。ないわよストックなんて。
くそ。
アンブロシアが完成するまで空のことを認識し続ける。あなたにできることはそれだけよ。
それだけって。
But as I'm shouting that, I come to a realization. Sophie suggested keeping people with low impedance, in other words, people who aren't users, around Sora to see if her artifact was going haywire. Mom's already completely forgotten about Sora. In that case, what about Sora's classmates?
空は今。
少し待って。
She probably didn't even go to school. She's probably completely invisible there. Or like 99% invisible because obviously there's some users there. Sophie lands on the table and freezes. This is probably a weird way of explaining it, but it looks like all the power went out of her, like a soul leaving its vessel. She remains like that for a few moments.
お待たせ。
Sophie's body once again fills with life.
学校には向かっていないわね。 いつもの道からそれている。
どこに向かっている？
わからないわよ、そんなの。土地勘がないんだもの。
通学路からどっちに向かったかだけ教えてくれ。
東。
東って言うと駅の逆方向か。なら
I get up and pull my shirt off.
そんな体で出かけるの？
ほっとけない。
石になった部分は隠しなさいよ。
Who cares? I'm sure people will just think it's like some weird cosplay or some shit.
分かってる。
I put on a long sleeve shirt and stretch the cuffs out. And while it looks weird, I put a glove onto my right hand. As for my right foot, only one way to do this.
雑ね。
Sophie sighs as she watches me wrap my petrified shoe in packing tape. Fuck off, I don't have time to worry about how I look. Once I'm done, I toss aside the roll of tape and get to my feet. I need to find Sora as fast as possible.
空を追い続けてくれ。
してるわよ。北に進路を変えた。
分かった。ありがとう。
I stuff my left foot into a shoe and dash out the door. Sophie follows after me. I'm running as fast as I can, but my petrified foot seriously holds me back. Damn it, you can't even call this running. Fuck. Even though my ankle is free, the lack of feeling in my foot makes it hard to keep my balance. Worse, I can't risk putting too much pressure on the petrified foot. No, this isn't the time to be worrying about myself.
焦る必要はないわよ。すぐにあなたの記憶が消えることはないわよ。
そうだったとしても妹が大変な状況なんだ。焦る理由は十分だろ。
あら、素敵なお兄さんね。空の監視に集中する。しばらく反応できないわよ。
頼む。
Oh boy. I watch Sophie vanish into her portal and then resume walking. I have an idea of where Sora might be headed. I go straight there. However, when I reach the shrine, she's nowhere to be seen. Judging by the direction she went, I thought for sure she was headed here. But now that I think about it, being forgotten by her friends and family must have been a huge shock to her. There's no way she'd willingly go anywhere she might run into one of them. She's not here, so where is she?
公園よ。
Just then, Sophie rematerializes.
今ベ
Excuse
ンチ
me.
に座った。また移動しないうちに捕まえた方がいいわよ。
ありがとう。
Damn, Sophie is like on it. Let's go. I start running and Sophie disappears again. It would be nice if she could stick around to guide me, but now's not the time to be asking for more favors. More importantly, I need to hurry. I think a mosquito landed on my arm. That was freaky. I arrive at the park, gasping for breath, and scan the area. There's a group of small kids, their mothers watching over them. Makes sense. At this time, only parents with kids too young to be at school would be at a park, which is why anyone wearing a school uniform would stick out like a sore thumb. The parents keep glancing nervously in a particular direction, and that's where I head. I find Sora huddled up on a bench and plop down onto the seat next to her.
こんなところでぼーっとしてると補導されるぞ。
Sora looks up, puzzled. The moment she sees it's me, she forces out a smile. But it's so stiff it hurts to look at.
やべえ、見つかっちゃった。なんか今日学校行く気しなくてさ。
Her voice grows quieter and quieter before trailing off. She's realized I know, and that's why I'm here after all. Her smile crumbles. She hangs her head, looking down at the ground with teary eyes. Finally, she starts to talk. She explains what's happening to her.
昨日学校に行ったらみんなに変な顔されて、でも友達は普通に接してくれたから、その時はまだ気づいてなくて、でもお昼になったら一瞬誰って顔されて、冗談かなって思ったけど、放課後になったら私はみんなにとって知らない人になってた。
Her trembling voice grinds to a halt. Silence. But I know Sora's not done talking yet. I quietly wait for her to continue. I'll sit here until she can work up the courage to say what happened next.
もしかしてって思って家に帰ってみた。お母さんも私のことわからなくなってた。 兄ちゃんにも忘れられちゃったらって思ったら怖かった。でも覚えててくれて嬉しかった。
That's probably why she walked in the way she did. She was being cautious because she didn't want it to seem like a stranger was literally walking in to her brother's apartment. Finally, Sora turns to face me. Her eyes are filled with grief.
ねえ、私どうなっちゃったの？力なんて使ってないよ。お兄ちゃんの記憶からも。もうすぐ消えちゃうの？やだよ。そんなのやだよ。
Words are cheap. I've always believed that actions are how you really show your sincerity. But there's a time for words as well. And I think right now is one of those times. I reach out and pat Sora on the head. I swear to you, Sora, I won't let this become a lie.
俺は空のことを忘れないよ。
I swear, if he actually does, I will lose my shit.
帰ろう。
I will become a ridiculous, emotional mess. Which I'm sure is what a lot of you want to see, but nope, I don't let that happen here. Not on the YouTube. The moment we return home, Sora falls fast asleep. I explained about the medicine Sophie was making, and she looked incredibly relieved. She probably didn't sleep a wink last night. No wonder she conked out the moment we got back. I can't imagine the pain she went through, discovering that her friends and even her parents had forgotten all about her. It's incomprehensible. Damn.
かける
Sophie calls out to me. Whoa. Okay. I turn around and see her floating into the kitchen. Why'd you do it like that? I guess whatever this is about, she doesn't want Sora to overhear. I get up and hobble over.
空の様子は？
相当動揺してる。力の制御ができないみたいだ。
そうでしょうね。経験上これから一気に崩れるわよ。もう猶予はあまりないわね。
Ah, lovely. A little bit of that Higurashi invert the colors. For a second it feels like my heart has stopped. We're running out of time. I have to do something before it's too late.
薬はいつできるんだ？
あと 2,3 日ってところね。
2、3日。
急がせてはいるけれどどうにもならないわ。こればっかりは。
Yeah, we don't want to kill her on accident.
何か他にないのか？応急処置とか。
本人の気の持ちよう、強い意志、それだけよ。だからこそ心が折れれば症状が一気に悪化する。
持つのか？3日も。
あなた次第。
俺にできることがあるんだな。
あるわよ。あなたにしかできないことが。
教えてくれ。
特別なことじゃないわ。あなたが空の拠り所になっているのは間違いない。支えてあげなさい。空が元気を取り戻せば1週間でも2週間でも持つわよ。あくまでもこのままじゃダメってだけ。
そうか。2週間。よかった。
I think as long as we have hope, we can push that hope onto Sora.
でも
Never mind. Sophie adds sternly as I breathe a sigh of relief.
安心するのは早いわよ。情緒不安定な人間を支えるのはとても難しい。
Oh, I'm aware. I think anybody here who's ever been in any sort of like serious relationship, whether it be like a friendship, dating somebody, or like being there for a family member, either way, going through some hardships with anybody, any sort of relationship like that, yeah, it's fucking hard.
話が支離滅裂になって会話自体が成立しなくなることだってある。逆に感情が乏しくなって外的刺激に全く反応を示さなくなることもある。
Oh yeah.
気をつけなさい。空の心が折れれば消えてしまいたいとでも願ってしまったらきっとあなたも十二分に気をつけなさい。いつも叩いている憎まれ口、冗談のつもりでもそれだけでぽっきりいっちゃうかもしれないから。
Oh no, that means we have to be serious.
わかった。ありがとう。気をつける。
あなた存外素直なのよね。本当に気をつけなさいね。時には嘘も必要よ。素直なだけじゃダメ。
ああ、わかった。
That is also true.
何かあったらすぐに呼びなさい。今回だけは怒らないであげるわ。もっとも力になれるかはわからないけれど。
わかった。ありがとう。
After I thank her, Sophie disappears. So everything is riding on Sora's feelings and on whether or not I can support her. When Sophie was telling me all that stuff about how I was a singularity, I didn't really get it. But now I'm painfully aware of what she meant. I have to weigh every action carefully, because even the smallest misstep could tear Sora away from me. I head back to the living room and sit down next to my bed. Still fast asleep. From the looks of it, she didn't hear our conversation. There isn't much I can do for Sora. Just a couple things, really. Above all, keep my promise to her. And stay here beside her, until she's finally free from the artifact's curse. I am worried. And, again, please, Kakeru, please. I know you've been, powerless and whatever else, and also been, like, the meat shield, but please don't forget about her. The sun goes down and day turns to night. When Sora woke up, she tried to act like her usual cheerful self, but she kept spacing out. It's obvious that she's still feeling down. She didn't have much of an appetite either. She hardly ate anything for lunch or dinner. I wanted to do something for her, so I thought about calling over Kujo, Yuki, and Kosaka-senpai, since they likely still remember her, but I decided against it in the end. I settled for telling just Kujo about everything that's happened to Sora. She seemed truly worried, but I've got a nagging fear. The day after I was attacked by Ghost, I explained what happened to Kujo and Yuki. Back then, Kujo looked like she was having trouble putting her thoughts into words, and she trailed off more than once. She said that she was just spacing out, and I'm pretty sure that right after was when she said that we would be fine for a little while since Sora had erased Ghost with her powers. I was only dimly aware of it at that time, but the timing of Kujo's pauses left an impression on me. Maybe I'm overthinking this, but what if Kujo was already starting to lose her memories of Sora? That would explain why she looked a little confused every time I mentioned her. I might be reading too much into it, but I can't deny the possibility. And if that's true, then I can't possibly let Kujo, Yuki, or Kosaka-senpai see Sora right now. Well, actually, Miss Naruse seemed to be totally fine with remembering Sora yesterday, because when she was over with Kosaka-senpai, she said something about Kosaka just being a friend of Sora's, so that seemed to work out for the two of them. Nobody seemed confused, or at least I didn't notice anything. What if they start forgetting Sora while they're talking to her? If they ask her who she is in the middle of a conversation, Sora might completely break down. I'm not confident I can support her through that. I can't afford to take any risks right now. Every decision matters. I've got to make the right one.
お兄ちゃん
I look up from the monitor and turn to Sora. She's lying on the bed playing with her phone.
もう動画終わってるよ。
ああ、
To be honest, I wasn't paying any attention to it at all, or any attention at all to what I was watching. Turns out that not only have the credits rolled, I've even gotten the recommended for you pop-up with a bunch of similar looking stuff.
面白かった？
ああ、まあまあ、
嘘。見てなかったでしょ。
バレたか。
考え事？
まあな、
当てようか。私のことでしょ。
正解。
For some reason, that elicits a smile out of her, and she rolls over to my side.
嬉しい。
何が？
お兄ちゃんが私のこと考えてくれて。
そりゃ考えるだろう。非常事態だし。
頭の中が私でいっぱいになってるのが嬉しい。ドキッとした。
I'm about to say like hell, but I catch myself. Man, it feels weird having to watch what I say around Sora. Our usual patter won't work. What do I even say? Sora snickers and gently pats my head. Guess she figured me out already.
いつも通りにしてよね。調子狂っちゃう。心配してもらえるのは嬉しいけどね。
今は優しいお兄ちゃんキャンペーン中なんだよ。甘えとけ。
どこまで甘えていいの？
常識の範囲内で。
じゃあ
Sora draws even closer and wraps her arms around me.
ね
あ
え、キスして。
Nope.
は
Sora says nothing more. Wow, that's, oh, those are pixels. Her warm breath tickles my ear. Something's different. Normally, Sora wouldn't be able to keep a straight face saying something like that. And that wasn't her normal joking tone. Emotional instability, confusion. Sophie's warning flashes through the back of my mind. Don't tell me Sora's serious. Holy shit.
おい、ソラ。
Sora brings her lips closer, her breath tickling my cheek.
ソラ。ソラ。
Her face is millimeters from mine now. Just before her lips touch my cheek, she smiles impishly and pulls away.
お兄ちゃん、こういうのはうまく返せないんだね。
It's hard to figure this person out. You know what? I know it's not the case. I'm like 99% sure it's not the case, but it would be funny if like all these like, you know, like, oh, episode 2 of 9-9, that's the old incest, haha. But what if like there really wasn't any? It was just Sora being Sora. I'm hoping for way too much here, aren't I? She was just teasing me. God, I can't believe I seriously thought she was coming onto me. I blush and look away.
だっせー、さすが童貞。
うるせえよ。お前だって少女だろ。
そうですよ。お兄ちゃんのために取ってあるの。
お前な。
超だっせー、動揺してる。
してねえよ、アホ。
してるじゃん。ドキドキしてるでしょ。
してない。
私はしてるよ。わあ、マジか。こんなに効くとは。
うるせえ。もう寝ろ。
まだ眠くないもん。
俺は眠い。眠くなくても寝ろ。
寝るのが怖い。
約束したろ。起きたらちゃんとおはようってお前に言うよ。
うん。
心配ないからしっかり眠れ。今日は疲れたろ。
お兄ちゃん。
ああ。
大好き。
もう照れないぞ。
今のは冗談じゃないよ。
Sora hugs me from behind again and rests her forehead against me. We stay like that for a while until Sora finally gets off the bed.
歯磨いてくる。
ああ。
Sora walks into the bathroom and closes the door behind her. I love you, Oni-chan. Sora used to say that a dozen times a day when we were kids. It always made me happy, and back then I'd always reply with an I love you too. But around the time I started middle school, when Sora was close to graduating elementary, I started to get embarrassed, so I told her to knock it off. After that, she started telling me that she loved me less and less, started acting less clingy too. Nowadays, we banter all the time, always trying to take each other down a peg. We hardly ever say something so sappy to each other. The fact that Sora has started reverting to her younger self, the fact that she's exclusively calling me Oni-chan now, is not a good omen. Yeah, where's the broski? Where's the bromeo? I have to protect her. You know, it's weird. Like, people, and I guess also myself, kind of complained in the very beginning about how she used those. Eventually, I kind of jumped to, yeah, you know what, whatever. We'll just chalk it up to that's just the way she's going to refer to him whenever she says Nini or whatever. But now it is like a, oh shit, we're missing that out of her. I don't know. It kind of adds to it in a way. As Sora's older brother, I need to support her. It's why I'm here. I reaffirm my resolve. I spend a little while reminiscing about the old days together, excuse me. In kindergarten and elementary school, Sora was so attached to me that she would try to follow me to my classes. The night before my field trip, she threw a tantrum because she wanted to go with me. The next morning, she sobbed the whole time she was seeing me off. It was only around the time that she started high school that she stopped being quite so needy. Excuse me, and we built up our new rapport of teasing each other. She blossomed as a person. She opened up more, started smiling and yelling both around other people. Of course, she's still a little spoiled. Even now, she's got me wrapped around her little finger. No matter what kind of crazy stunts Sora pulled, I was always the one mom and dad yelled at. she's still got a habit of being quick to apologize and then just as quick as to forget what got into her or into hot water or got in her into hot water in the first place. God damn. Words, am I right? Despite that, it's only with her family that she'll repeat her mistakes. Surprisingly, when she's with her friends, she has her act together. I know, I've seen her out there at sports festivals, cultural festivals, you name it. In elementary and middle school, all of her classmates and friends really relied on her. In fact, I'm honestly kind of amazed how different she is when she's with her friends than when she's with her family. Good. I still remember it all. I haven't forgotten anything. I won't ever let myself forget that I'm Sora's older brother. Keyword is brother. Siblings. God damn it. Please. Let us remember that part at least. Let us both remember that part.
Moshi, 母さん。
どなたですか？
ほんとそれいいから。かけるだよ。
はい。
かけるです。あなたの息子です。
ああ、はいはい。息子か。
What the fuck is with that tone?
母さんハマるとしつこいんだよな。悪いけど、今日も学校に連絡してください。
まだ治らないの？ずいぶんと長いわね。
ちょっとね。連絡お願いね。
はいはい。お大事にね。
How caring. That's today's business taken care of. 3 days of school missed. I shudder to think how behind I'll be on homework when I return, but I'll just have to live with it.
咳か。治ってよかったね。
ん？ああ、だな。
I curl my right hand into a fist and roll my right ankle around. When I woke up this morning, the petrification had completely vanished. I can move my fingers, and more importantly, I can finally take my shoe off. I wonder if my burning desire to protect Sora accelerated the healing process. Since artifacts are manifestations of a soul's power or whatever, I suppose that's an actual possibility. I'd be fine to go to school today, but there's no way I'm leaving Sora alone. Hence why I'm calling in sick for a few more days. Until Sophie completes her medicine and frees Sora from her artifact, I'm not leaving her side.
なんか学校休んだ日ってちょっとワクワクするね。しかもお兄ちゃんと一緒に悪いことしてる気分。
俺はもう3日目のプロだからな。罪悪感ゼロだ。
すげえ。みやこ先輩に伝えた？
ああ、そっか。授業始まる前に伝えとくか。
私の心配もしてくれてるかな。
当然だろ。
Come on.
そうだね。
Don't do this to me. I couldn't miss that hesitation. Shit, I screwed up. Cujo's messaged me a bunch of times the past few days about how I've been doing and all that, but the only time that she's mentioned Sora is when I brought her up. I'm guessing she hasn't texted Sora directly at all. Or more accurately, she's incapable of it. From the looks of it, Kujo can no longer recall Sora unless someone else reminds her of Sora's existence. Her memories are growing hazy as well. Sora obviously picked up on that.
今日どうする？
In an attempt to cover for my blunder, I changed the topic. Sora tilts her head quizzically.
どうするって？
せっかく石化が解除されたから、俺は出かけたい。
出かけるって大丈夫なの？
No.
体は問題ない。
そうじゃなくて、こんな時間にうろついて、私はともかくお兄ちゃんはまずいでしょ。
大丈夫だろう。制服でもない限り。どっか行こうぜ。どこがいい？
どこでもいいの？
近場なら。
近場。あ、カラオケ！
いいな、行くか。
やったー！お兄ちゃんとカラオケ行くの初めてじゃない？
何度もあるだろう。
二人きりは初めてだよ。あ、映画も見ようよ、映画！
今何やってるっけ？
わかんないけど、なんか適当に良さげなやつ。
じゃあ、カラオケと映画のコンボ決めるか。
やったー！お兄ちゃんとデート！
デートって。映画の時間とか調べておいてくれ。顔洗ってくる。
わかった。
Sora picks up her phone and starts happily tapping away. But a few seconds later, her expression clouds over.
どうした？
パソコン使っていい？映画館のサイトが見にくい。
She doesn't have service, does she? She doesn't have it. Why would her parents pay for a phone line for somebody they don't know?
いいよ。
あざーす。
She throws her phone onto my bed and wakes up my PC. I give her one last sidelong glance before heading to the bathroom. I turn the faucet, and water gushes out the tap. Yeah, we could really hear that. I can't help fretting about that sudden change of expression earlier. But mostly, I'm just happy, or I'm glad that she's happy right now. Hopefully this little sibling outing ends up being fun enough that she can forget about her worries for a while. Man, I don't feel good about any of this. We wait until classes should have started before leaving the house, and then head to the arcade by the station. Personally, I'm worried we might run into a student running late or a teacher on patrol, but it seems there's something else weighing on Sora's mind. She keeps shooting me worried glances while we walk.
ねえお兄ちゃん、
ん？
足大丈夫なの？我慢してない？
してない。綺麗さっぱり治った。
よかったね。副作用とか後遺症とかなくて。
本当にな。あと欠けたり折れたりしなくて本当よかった。ぶつけたりしないようにめっちゃ神経使った。
でも痛くない？
全然。
本当に？まだ指先とか石になってたりしないよね。
大丈夫だって。
見せてよ。
ほら。
I hold out my right hand and splay my fingers. She stares at it for a few seconds and then puts her palm on top of mine. She then entwines her fingers with mine and squeezes tight. She beams up at me. This sure is how a boyfriend and girlfriend hold hands. Normally I'd shake her off and throw a few caustic remarks her way, but whatever. It's just holding hands. I don't really mind doing it for her. Great, now I'm more worried about someone seeing me holding hands with my sister than I am about someone finding out that I'm skipping school. But I have to keep my embarrassment in check. Letting Sora do what she wants is important.
お兄ちゃんが優しい。いつも優しいといいのにな。
キャンペーン中限定だ。
なんなのそのキャンペーンって。
看病と家事してくれたお礼キャンペーン。期限が過ぎれば元の俺に戻る。
キャンペーンは私が治るまで？じゃあ治らなくてもいいな。
冗談でもよせよ。
だって他の人に忘れられてもお兄ちゃんが覚えててくれればそれでいいし。
I guess that's one way to get over that taboo. Smiling, well, not really. No, not at all, actually. Completely disregard that. Smiling, Sora starts swinging her hand back and forth. That didn't sound like a joke to me. Well, if all she wants is to maintain the status quo, that's probably not enough to worsen her symptoms. While that's probably not the best mindset to have for the sake of her recovery, it's not the worst either.
お兄ちゃん。
When we arrive at the station, Sora tugs on my hand.
どうした？
コンビニ行きたい。
ああ、いいよ。
ここで待ってて。
ああ、わかった。
行ってきます。
Sora lets go of my hand and trots over to the convenience store. She turns and waves to me as she pushes open the door and then hurries inside. Now I'm starting to worry again. Why would she want to go in alone? Why didn't she ask me if I wanted anything? Normally she would. Besides, the karaoke place doesn't allow any outside food or drink. So what does she even want to buy? None of these are significant enough on their own to warrant notice. Sora's so random I could probably just chalk this up to her acting on a whim, like she often does. Well, I'm hoping that it hasn't gotten to the point where people can't even realize that she's there. Like she's just completely invisible. But right now every little thing puts me on edge. I'm definitely being overprotective. Maybe Sora caught onto that, and that's part of why she wanted to go in alone. I'm trying to act natural while still being cautious, but it's not going very well. Striking the right balance is hard. Sora pops out of the store while I'm sighing at how pathetic I am. She jogs over to me, a smile on her face.
お待たせしやした。
何も買わなかったのか？
欲しいのなかった。
違うコンビニ行くか？
いい。もういい。
そっか。
行こう。
She takes my hand and starts walking. She doesn't feel like getting anything anymore. So even though she didn't buy anything, she satisfied whatever desire she had. You know what? I ought to just drop this. If I try to read into everything she says or does, I'll just spend the entire day brooding. I should just enjoy myself. That's why we're here having this outing in the first place. I'm just worried that it is actually that case that I just brought up. And so we arrive at round 2. This place has everything. It's always packed after school, but at this hour the place is practically deserted. It's still far from quiet, but the lack of customers gives the place a more relaxing feel than usual.
9時とか10時とかから開くイメージだったけど、こんな早くからやってるんだね。
不良だな。学校サボってラウンド2。
不良デビューだ。お父さん泣きそうだな。
黙ってりゃいいんだ。黙ってりゃ。
そうしよう。ねえねえ、ちょっと遊んでこうよ。映画までもうちょっと時間あるし。
先にカラオケだと思ってた。
時間に追われながら歌いたくないもん。
一理ある。遊んでくか。
よし、じゃあ別行動。
別？
ゲームは一人でじっくり遊びたいじゃん。10分したらここに集合ね。
Sora dashes off to the arcade without waiting for my reply. First the convenience store, now this. For how happy she was going, or how she was to be going out together, excuse me, she sure wants an awful lot of alone time. I guess in a way that's just like her, but I fold my arms and think, if she wants to be left alone, I'm more than happy to do that. But to be honest, I'm not in the mood for arcade games, and while it's not like I have a particularly bad feeling about this or anything, I'm still a little worried about leaving Sora alone. My instincts are warning me that I can't leave Sora's side, but no matter how short a time. Sorry guys, I'm just being stupid tonight. I make my decision and walk into the arcade as well. Time to search for Sora. If she's absorbed in a game, then that's fine, I'll just keep an eye on her. If she complains about how I'm not paying or playing anything, I'll just give her some excuse about how I don't want to waste my allowance or how I have more fun watching than playing. It doesn't take me long to find her. She's playing the arcade version of one of those games where you control God damn it, battleships or planes or something. Sorry. Just Michael SK moments. She's completely focused on the cabinet, manipulating the touchscreen with a serious look on her face. Now that I think about it, she sure is into a lot of different genres. Intrigued, I walk over to get a closer look at the game. No, dude, stop. Stop. Don't. No. But halfway there, I stop. For a second, I completely forget what I was doing. I squeeze my eyes shut and shake my head. When I open my eyes again, Sora is standing there just like before. I lost sight of her. I was looking at her the whole time. She was right there in front of me. But there was a moment when I couldn't see her. I'm shocked. Nausea wells up within me, and I feel the blood draining from my face. I reflexively cover my mouth and take a few steps back. Sora's symptoms are worsening. She's not maintaining her current level of non-existence. The erosion of her stigma is progressing. I swore I'd never forget her, but just now, for the briefest of instants, I forgot about Sora. A wave of dread washes over me. I can't leave Sora alone. No, that's not strong enough. I have to stay by her side at all times.
Sora!
When I call out to her, Sora looks away from the screen and gets up from the arcade stool.
あれ、いいのか？まだ終わってないだろ
なんか思ったのと違った。
そっか。
それにお兄ちゃんが寂しそうにしてるし。
してねえよ。
ずっとこっち見てたじゃん。寂しそうに。
気づいてたのかよ。いや、見てたけどさ。
続きやっていいよ、気になるなら。
いや、いいよ。そこまでじゃない。
じゃあ映画館行こっか。
あ
あ。やばい、平日満喫してる。罪悪感パネーゼ。
何の映画？
聞くのおせえ。アニマルトピア。
あれか、CG の。
そうだけど、おじいちゃんみたいな表現やめてよね。 んでお昼食べた後にルナフォーマーズ。
2本立てかよ。っていうかなんでそれ選んだんだよ。ネットで評判見たぞ。
逆に見たくなった。ならない？
わかるけどさ、順番逆にできない？
上映スケジュール的にこれがベストなの。ほら行くよ。
Sora takes my hand and we head to the movie theater. There's a smile on her face and a spring in her step. I don't want to bring her down, so I put a lid on the fear bubbling up within me and try to act normal. I can feel Sora's presence in the hand I'm holding. She's right here. Even if it starts to bother her, I won't let go. I'll hold on to this hand forever. I swear it. See, that's fine. That's okay. That's perfectly understandable. Oh my god. God damn it. Fuck. Shit. Those are my thoughts. What do I say? What can I say? I hate this shit. It actually, like, emotionally gets to me. I'm a sucker for this, I guess. It does get to me. No, I mean, I think Rascal was, like, that one show that made me realize that trope, if you want to call it a trope, of, like, disappearance or whatever, like, your existence just, like, is completely gone from everybody's perspective, or I guess their perception. I don't know, just fuck. If you guys have not watched that show, do yourselves a favor, do it. Watch the show. It's on Crunchyroll if you're in the States. I don't know wherever else it's at. There's a movie too. That movie will really hurt you as well. I think there's gonna be a sequel, so yeah, watch that. It's great. But on this, yeah, it's I can't believe I guessed that correctly there in the beginning. Signs were kind of pointing at the fact that it could be affecting her. The power that she used on Ghost could be kind of rebounding onto her, and she's slowly disappearing, not just physically, but from everybody's perception. Nobody even knows who she is. So even in their memories, she's just straight up disappearing, like in Kingdom Hearts. It's crazy, and I hate it. I hate this. I just, because it hurts. It hurts so much. Yeah, those are my thoughts for real this time. Thank you all for watching this video. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and hopefully in the next video I'm able to properly talk here and there. I'll chalk it up to me being tired or whatever, even so I'm not, but you know, it is what it is. See you guys next time.